there's so much possibility and we don't tap into it. And I think that we're capable of so much more. And again, if you realize that your thoughts become things and things become your reality and all of that, so then let's just change our thoughts. And it's all possible, but what you have to do is you got to slow the ride down too. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Better Together. When you know better, you get better. That's what we try to do here every single day. Our quote for today on this Thursday is, most people wait for something outside of them to change how they feel inside. Joe Dispenza. That's why I asked Jay Glazer if his move to Scottsdale was really changing him. Because I think we all think that we can just move and we're going to feel better.
Poof,
or
yeah.
If I just live at the beach, everything will be perfect.
Maria, I do think that would be the case.
No. I'm not even using you as an example. I'm
kidding.
That just popped in as an example. But the point is you have to change the inside stuff.
Right. You have to do the work.
Because I used to say that all the time. If I just had a place where I could just, write. I have all those places. I don't use them.
Yeah.
Right? You got to change you inside. So that's why I love this quote from Joe Dispenza. Most people wait for something outside of them to change how they feel inside.
And then they get bummed when they do the thing, like the move, and then it doesn't change them. And then they're like, oh.
No, you're excited for a minute.
Yeah.
All is well. Oh my God, living my best life. And then reality sets and you're like, oh, it's the same shit, just a different day.
Just a different day. And a different location.
The other quote, you can't wait for that healing to feel wholeness. You have to feel wholeness for that healing to occur. And that's a little bit of that kind of manifesting and attracting. You have to feel the feelings that it's already happening because your brain doesn't know the difference between, that's why thoughts are so powerful.
Right.
Your brain doesn't know the difference between reality and not. So if you're feeling the feelings of that wholeness or of that success or that thing you want, you are really actually creating the chemistry in your body for that thing to come, which is super cool, which is why we love Esther Hicks and all of that. But why we're talking Joe Dispenza quotes today is not because he's on the show. He has been on the show, and you can go back into the archives. In fact, if we can, we'll put a link to it in the summary. It was very early on in our days here on the show, and I don't think it was even called Better Together, technically.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, but, or maybe it was.
Might have been very early Better Together.
Yeah.
But I'll link it for sure.
Anyhow, it was an amazing interview. We talked to Joe about how he healed himself. So for any of you out there who are suffering from any kind of ailment, this is a man who got hit on his bike by a truck. He was a chiropractor. And I'm going to give you the quick Maria version of the story, which, listen, I might not have all the facts 1,000,000,000% right, but he broke like a ton of vertebrae in his back, right? And the surgeon said he's probably going to be in a wheelchair his whole life, may never walk again. His only shot was to operate and put in two 26-inch Harrington rods. So as a chiropractor, he's like, well, this is pretty obvious. Like, how am I going to bend? How am I going to move if I get these rods basically becoming my spine? So he said, no, I'm going to go home. I'm going to heal myself with my mind. And he said that he started this journey thinking, you know what? I think I can do this. So every day for like 2.5 hours, he would reconstruct his vertebrae in his back bit by bit. And he's like, sometimes halfway through, I would quit and be like, oh my God, I'm such a, this is so stupid. I'm going to end up in a wheelchair for the rest of my life. I should have done the surgery. What was I thinking? He's like, and then I would start the process all over again. He goes, and every day I would do this. And some days doubt would kick in. He goes, but then I think it was like 10 weeks later, he walked. And then 11 weeks later, he's in the gym lifting weights and he's completely healed and cured, all with his own mind. So this is a man who has done it and now teaches other people how to do it. So we are going to talk about that because I recently, you know that I've been a fan of his if you've listened to the show for a long time. And even with my mom's, brain tumor, I was employing some of his tactics towards the end, throwing some Hail Marys. Like I had her supplements. I called them. Yeah. Because he wrote this book, The Placebo Effect. That's incredible. There was a story, I think it was World War II. These nurses ran out of morphine and they had to operate still on these vets. And so just the act, this one nurse decided, I'm just going to give them saline. So she would inject them with saline. And the brain didn't know the difference between saline and morphine. And they actually believed they were getting the medication to be anesthetized or anesthesia, not morphine, whatever. One of the two.
One of the two.
Okay.
Both.
You get the picture.
I don't remember, yeah.
Anyway, they operated on these soldiers with saline. Okay. So it's called the placebo effect. That's why when they do studies, you have the placebo group. So they give Kelsey the sugar pills and they give me the real shit. And then they decide who, does the pill actually work? But what he said, and in his research and what they show is the placebo groups most of the time end up getting just as better as the people with the pill because they believe they're getting the pill.
Oh, it's the most wild
Nobody
thing.
in the groups know who's getting the sugar pill, who's getting the real pill.
Right.
They just know they're getting a pill and they're sick and they're hoping that this will help them. And because they believe what you believe will be. So Marie Forleo, my friend and author of Everything is Figureoutable, recently went to one of his events and she's like, Marie, you have to do this. You have to do this. And she said a few things and it just clicked. And I go, oh yeah, I have to do this. And so I bought this course online at joedispenza.com. It's called The Formula.
Also, quick pause. How cool that she knows you well enough to be like, Maria needs this. And that you would love it. I think that's so cool. Like whenever you have a friend or someone who just knows you like that, it always, anyways.
Well, she's
so
like
cool.
definitely a soul sister. And I think we were brought together for a lot of reasons. And we have a lot of similarities in our past and our traumas and stuff. And so anyway, she was like, you have to do this. And so I bought the course, I started it, and I've had incredible results so far. So I'm going to just share with you in a minute. But first, I have to share with you guys, as you know, Macy's has become a partner of ours here on Better Together, and we are better together. And I love the MMM.
Maria Menounos Macy's or Maria Macy's Menounos?
I like Maria Macy's Menounos better. Anyway, so I know I've been talking about some of the things that I've been curating for you guys. So I don't know if you guys have looked at the website, but it's Maria Menounos. It's Macy's.com/better together. So in there, every so often I'm inspired. I'm going on the website. I'm curating things that I'm interested in and that I like. I found a new designer.
Ooh.
You girls are gonna die. Pooja already knows because she had to load them up. Did you see the pictures of what I actually gave you or did you just send them?
Yeah. Well, I have to get the links. They're all super cute. You had a little makeup palette in there too that I saw that I was like,
I wanted the green sweater. I saw it when I looked at the album.
Which green sweater?
It was like a little croppy, bright green.
Pull it up on the
let's
side.
see.
Let me see.
The green sweater I'm obsessed with that you wanted to put in was a Lioness Vineyard crop cardigan.
Oh, so you did see my new pics.
I saw that one.
Yes. Lioness is the new line that I'm obsessed with right now. I discovered them at Macy's.com and you're going to see a bunch of those items in here. In the meantime, my Nike leggings and things have showed up. Actually, hold on, because I just got the box.
Oh, some unboxing.
So let's unbox, people. I have what I'm so excited about, my favorite gift on that thing.
Oh, yeah.
So if you have to buy someone a gift right now, I think these are the bomb. UV sanitizing hub with a wireless charger.
That's pretty cool.
So it's a sanitizing hub that also acts as a wireless charger on top. So you'll be able to sterilize and charge your phone all with this one product.
Maria, that's perfect for you.
Yes. It has 18 times a cell phone. Here's a statistic on here. A cell phone has 18 times more bacteria than a public restroom. So every time you touch your phone, think you're touching a toilet at 7-Eleven, people.
Ew.
That's disgrazia. Okay, we wash our hands to stay healthy, but we don't clean our phones nearly enough. I actually am pretty good about cleaning my phone, but not that good.
I'm definitely not.
So this kills 99.99% of the most common surface bacteria in your phone, and it won't damage your device.
I'm literally buying it right now.
You can actually sterilize other things like your mask in here, your phone, your lipstick,
your car keys,
your engagement ring. Holy shit, I didn't know.
credit card. Because think about it, we put our credit cards and all those.
Yeah, your wallet, I guess.
I'm literally adding this to my bag.
Hold on. Let's see here.
Wow.
This one, I put 2 in there. There's one that doesn't have all these other things, I think. So it's cheaper. But this was $49.99, I think.
Actually, Maria, this one's a little cheaper, $49.99, and the other one is $59.99.
Hold on. On here, it says $42.49.
Well, then you got it on sale. That's very exciting.
Is this
Punk tree?
Yeah. Okay.
$49.99.
Okay, cool. Well, here we go. So I decided that I'm going to have this here in studio for us. And look at how cute it is.
I love it. It looks like a little flotation tank.
Yeah.
Wow.
So now we have a nice little thing to sterilize our phones. I do not want to be touching my 7-Eleven toilet anymore.
So
you
cool.
are just a 7-Eleven toilet. But now...
Yeah, that's gross. How cool.
Safe. So there's that. And then I've been talking about how I've been upgrading my workout wardrobe.
Yes.
And so I ordered these Nike leggings from them. I'll show you.
And that's right. You got a color.
Yeah, because when you look in my closet, the only ones that are left are really black with this one light blue one. So.
Oh, so cute.
How cute are these?
Oh, I love those.
Right?
I love that color.
Tight fit, mid-rise, full length. Okay.
Tight fit, mid-rise, full length.
Oh, but I wanted high rise.
It looks high rise to me.
I'm going to have to test them. I might have to return and go high rise because I think I might have ordered the wrong.
She'll report back.
Wrong rise, but.
Great color though. It's kind of like a dusty rose.
I really,
it's cute.
really like it.
Very
and the sports bra is really cute. So I was like, all right, I'm getting there.
Very cute.
These are 3 of the items on my curated list, Macy's.com/better together that you can go in and get. I really liked that color. I think it looks good on pretty much most people.
Oh yeah.
It's soft and this
so cute
UV sanitizing wireless charger thing I think is so bomb. I think we all need one of these in our houses.
I just personally ordered the cotton on sweatpants.
Oh, the sweatpants.
Because you have the cutest sets. I love a good set because you can dress them up. Matching sweatshirt and sweatpants. You put on a cute tennis shoe, cute little gold chain, little hoops, leave the house. I don't have any. So I just ordered one and I'm excited.
There you go. What color?
The green.
Oh yeah, the green.
Like the forest green.
You're becoming green queen.
I love green. I like brown and green.
I like green too.
Because it's still...
I got that one green set from H&M actually.
And it's bright and I love it.
Yeah.
Really cute.
But I like the Cotton On brand. I think they're really good and they're so affordable. How much are those pants?
On sale for $20.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
They're really cute, guys. I really love them. So, there's all kinds of things in there for all different kinds of people. I'm actually curating with like my number one passions in mind, but then I'm starting to think as well, like, what's the Heel Squad want?
Right.
So that I can try to make it easier.
I like that.
For you guys as you're shopping and looking for things.
So fun. And I'm excited for this new brand to see all the goodies with
Linus, yeah.
Cool.
I was just scrolling through Macy's.com. I was like, ow. But friends, as you know, we're super grateful for all of our partners when they come on board, whether it was Dunkin's or whatever. Macy's, I also have a work history with, which was fun. But if you don't like anything that I have curated there, no biggie. But if you could do us a solid and make sure you use our landing page, meaning go to Macy's.com/better together, and anything you do buy on there through there, once you start searching from there, we get credited for. So it's really helpful for us. We'll make sure Kelsey can actually get paid next week.
Thank you guys so much.
Poor Kelsey, she worked so hard. Could you just go through the landing page to buy her socks so that she can get paid next week? But yeah, we're really excited about this partnership, and I am really getting to dig in to see so many things that I want are all there. Sometimes you forget that there are these amazing places that have everything. You might think of it just for clothes, right? Or like clothes and perfume and all that stuff, but they've got everything, like
everything,
a sanitizing charger, like a blender. We forget sometimes. And so I actually have to go in there. Here's the next thing I have to do. So this is funny. So Kevin and I have realized that we have been like kind of cheap asses our whole lives. Like I'm like, why would you spend money on glassware and forks? Like, just get the cheap shit, like whatever, right?
gosh.
But like when you buy cheap forks, they hurt your hands.
And they suck. And the color comes off. That's
Yeah.
what I notice when they're cheap.
Yeah. So we just haven't grown up in those areas because we just spent so much time working.
Yeah.
And also growing up the way I did, I just can't spend money like that. Like, listen, I know that I have, nice things as well, but I'm very careful with how I spend my money. But I am going to go in and I'm going to upgrade some of our mugs and
I
glassware.
love that.
Because we were at someone's house recently and they had like the coolest mugs. They had the big wide mugs. Like my mom got a couple of them in Connecticut and they were
The
my
white
favorite.
ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. Love
Just
those.
like the nice big wide coffee cups. So it's like an experience. It's not just, okay, get it over with and
Right.
here's just a thing.
It's a hand feel too.
Yeah.
I love mugs are my favorite.
Yeah.
They're the best.
And even glasses. Like our
Yeah.
glasses are so thin. They're like one little knock and they break.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just going to get a couple of nice ones. I don't want 20. I just want like 4.
Yes.
That's it. Just
That's all you
4.
need. Yeah.
And so, and it was funny because Kevin was the one, he was like, we're so disgrazia. He's like, we got to like up our game. This is so bad.
Oh my gosh.
And so, yeah, I'm going to go in now to the
like
website
that.
and start looking at some of those things and putting some on the list. And then once in a while, I'll go in and I'll buy a few things and,
I like that.
I
I want to go look and see. I'm really bored with my drip coffee machine. Yeah, it's fine.
What do you mean your drip coffee machine?
So the drip coffee machine I use at my home is just
like a regular
just
coffee machine
exactly.
with like the old
The pot.
style
Oh,
where you
yeah.
make a big pot?
Yep, that's what I do every
You
day.
make a whole pot?
Well, like half a pot.
But that's a lot of
It's
waste, like this big thing on your kitchen
Oh no!
thing.
Well, exactly. I mean, I use all the coffee in the pot, but
Yeah.
it takes up a lot of room. It's old. It doesn't taste that good.
Why don't you take the one that we have here and you can froth your milk and everything?
Well, you know what I really want, and I'm going to look on Macy's, and they're usually pretty cheap, is a pour over. It's
What's a
smaller.
pour-over?
So it's like usually just a little glass, like kind of basin, and then it has the funnel on top. You put your grounds in. It doesn't. And then
pour
you
the
just
hot
pour
water?
the hot water.
Oh, that's like how I've seen at Blue Bottle
Exactly.
coffee, they do that.
Exactly.
It's
And
kind of a new thing everyone's
and
doing.
it's so good. And
Interesting.
honestly, they're usually pretty cheap. So I'm going to go on Macy's and do.
Oh, okay.
Look
What
for
about
that.
the French press?
Those are great. Love those too. Different flavor than pour over.
Is it?
The way the grinds.
Oh God, being a
sit-
coffee connoisseur, I feel like I should know all of this.
So
and
here,
I
I'll give you a
don't.
quick lesson. The way the grind.
From here, we're going to go to how to heal yourself of cancer. But hold on, everyone. Before we get to that, we got to do the pour over.
Coffee 101. So it's the way the grinds sit in the hot water, like in the French press, is different than pouring over the grinds with the hot water. It's just like a French press is usually lighter. Pour over is usually a little heavier and sweeter.
Got it.
So we'll keep you posted.
Kevin got his amazing coffee maker in quarantine, right? He was going to become a barista, all this like big talk. And it's great, but it's like, you gotta it grinds the coffee beans and then you have to tamp it.
It's the whole thing.
But then you gotta wash all this stuff and it's kind of annoying where with the Keurig, just pump the Keurig in, make the coffee, throw the thing out and I'm good. And I really like that.
Yeah.
So I recently, Pooja knows I moved his over and I put my Keurig next to it so I can just put my Dunkin' Donuts pods in and be done. Sometimes like when I want to do the whole like experience and sniff the coffee grinds, I'll do the other one.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of really
Digging
all about
that.
my old reliable.
Yeah. See, that's how I feel. Honestly, that's why I liked the drip machine. My parents, I grew up too. They had a little fancy latte machine, and I was like, I'm good. I'm good with the drip. So,
Interesting.
so maybe you'll get on the pour over. We'll find one on Macy's,
Uh-huh.
and I'll get
Oh
you.
no, I
hooked.
can't. I don't need more. I have the press one that
Okay.
someone got me at one point, like one of those Starbucks press ones or something.
Yeah.
I have too many things now, but I don't have glasses and I don't have forks and I don't have nice plateware.
But you do have a nice tea kettle.
Yeah. So Pooja, cut to the tea kettle, please. So I brought in, because I was a little cold, I brought in the tea kettle. I made us tea from the village my dad's from, Alcovos. My uncle sent us all this chamomile from the village. And so I made careful of the top so it doesn't like tip because
That would not have been fun for camera.
yeah, it looked like it was about to. And so I bought these in China when I went and did a story for the Today Show. And it's like such a cute little set. So,
And it's really good. It's not like chamomile I've ever tasted in my life.
well, there you go.
Really good.
So, Heal Squad, friends, family, let me update you a little bit on what this formula Joe Dispenza thing is, because I am very excited to share this with you. So I'm still going through it, and I know that, listen, I still have a brain tumor in my head. I still have anxiety over that. What are we going to do? I have, like, it stresses me out that there's something in there.
Yeah.
Hate to say it, but I do. And so I know that there's like lots of constant worry and stress and anxiety. And so I don't know about you guys, but I chew the insides of my mouth, my cheeks.
I kind of pick my lips.
I pick my lips.
Yeah.
I chew this. I already have like TMJ issues and all this stuff. And so I feel like my mouth can never relax.
Ugh.
And so I know that it's like the craziest thing. So I'm starting with that for a reason. So I start the formula, I start doing the courses, and he's such a good teacher. You're watching these videos in the comfort of your own home, and then he starts introducing you to different meditations. So the point of it all is, let me open my notes here. Video 5, video 1. I didn't realize after he has resource notes, so I didn't really need to take all the notes, but here we go.
But you probably remember more now.
It's true. So, so the first video, he kind of talks about like what, how he healed himself and all of that. And then how he went on a mission to see how other people could apply the techniques that he's learned. And he was talking about how we have to become more aware of our thoughts, that we have to get still to be able to change. And 90% of our thoughts are the same thoughts as the day before. The same thoughts lead to the same choices.
Oof.
Okay. And then the behavior leads to the same experiences and then the same feelings. So basically, it's like just this whole cascade of the same. We wake up, we do the same thing in the morning, same routine. We do the same thing during the day. Then we go to sleep. And then our life is just written with our thoughts that become our choices, that become our behaviors, that lead to the same experiences. And then we have the same feelings after, which is, I hate my life.
Yeah.
Or I'm miserable, or I'm exhausted,
Not happy. Yeah.
or I'm not happy, whatever the feelings are. And so to change that, you have to do some serious work, right? Because we're basically creating our future reality with all of these thoughts and these choices. So he says that how you think, feel, and act creates your personality, and your personality creates your state of being or your reality.
Personal.
So if you want to create a new reality, you have to change your personality, which is so interesting because we think of personality as like, oh my God, I'm so fun.
Right.
I'm so bright. Everyone loves me.
Well, and you also think you're born with it, right?
Yeah. So basically, and it goes back to like what Brian Mahan, our trauma expert, taught us too, new behaviors, new thoughts, new patterns. So there was a moment where I was really sticking with that, and I was being more empathetic to myself because I was like late for my surrogate meeting one day, and I was so upset because I went to the wrong place accidentally. And I said, no, new thoughts, new patterns, new behaviors. Okay, I have to change my thoughts. No, Maria, you are late. That's fine. You made a mistake. You're human. And if she doesn't understand that, then that's her problem. And really, maybe that means that we don't need to work together. Like whatever, like you can start to like reason things out rather than be like, oh my God. And now you get yourself so much stressed and you get yourself so angry and you're being mad at yourself and you're beating yourself up. And so I started implementing it and it was making a difference. And then you forget and you just like lapse. But new thoughts, new choices, new actions, new behaviors, new experiences equals new feelings equals a new state of being. So he talks about how like thoughts are the language of the brain and feelings are the language of the body. And that the present moment is the only moment you really have to be able to change. And he talks about kind of like training the animal. And so he says, like, if you're meditating and you're like thinking about all these other things, and then you have to like, correct yourself and say, stop, I gotta focus. He's like, you're training the animal. You're actually doing it right. Because despite what you're being, your thoughts are taking you, you're telling those thoughts, no, you're not controlling me, thought. Sit right here and keep doing it. And that's what kind of starts to change your future. But there was one stat in here. Oh, here we go. 95% of our being is our unconscious, our habits that keep us on autopilot, bringing us to the same predictable future. So there's only 5% of us that can like actually get us out of this mess, right? 95% is unconscious habits that keep us on autopilot. So in order to have an effect and change in the future, we have to take the brain and the body out of the familiar past, right? Mm-hmm. And into the present moment so that we can be greater than the body. We have to think greater than how we feel. It's really, I know it's like really hard, and I'm giving you kind of cliff notes on this. But the brain and the mind are like two different things. And the brain and the mind will bring up memories to bring us to bad emotions that we're used to feeling. So even if you're like starting to get on the path and you're starting to think new thoughts that are going to lead to new feelings, that are going to lead to a new state of being, somehow the brain and the mind will bring up memories to bring up those bad emotions. It's almost like I felt like it was like the devil is like luring us back.
Well, and that I'm sure goes to the, why people often go to the victim mentality, right? Or like it's so much easier to go to the bad than the good because it's a habit and it's a pattern, and we're used to that as a society. Ooh, this is fascinating.
Yeah. And he talks about how you have to tell a story of your new future rather than the story of your past and start living in that future. And so, in the AM, think of what thoughts do I want to fire and wire in my brain. The act of thinking those thoughts over and over. Example, like anything is possible, or I'm excited about my day. Keep doing it over and over. It becomes a new circuit, and it creates the replacement thought to I can't, or it's impossible. So start with your eyes closed, imagining the great day.
Dr. Amen taught us that too.
Yeah, because
Today's
the brain,
gonna be a great day.
Yeah, because the brain can't tell the difference between imaging and imagining and reality. So if you tell the brain, I'm having an amazing day, the brain doesn't know the difference. So it's wild. It's all really fascinating stuff. But there are these meditations in there. The first meditation, oh my God, it caught me off guard. It was a little creepy sounding.
Guided?
Yeah. And he was like, your body. And I'm like,
oh no.
And I was like so creeped out. I'm like, oh my God. And I was having anxiety just like listening to him.
Ooh.
And now I feel safer because I'm expecting it and I know what's happening. But it's wild because here's the story. I did 4 videos. Maybe that's like under 4 hours of work. And I woke up 3 days later and I haven't grinded, clenched, or chewed.
Stop.
Since. Now, I've already done a few things. I am not looking at my phone in the morning other than to shut my alarm until I've started my day technically. Yeah. I'm trying to change up my morning routine. I took a bath the other morning.
Ooh. How funny. I took a sauna and that changed my day.
Interesting. And I also am trying to think new thoughts and not think the same old thoughts. So even my security fears are waning, which is crazy.
Wow.
So...
And that's something that's been with you for a long time.
My whole life.
Wow.
Now listen, I know there's a lot more videos and a lot more work to do, but you know me, if I feel something's changing me or helping me, I want to share it.
Yeah.
And I'm really, really obsessed with this. And I really feel like I am going to be able to heal myself of what's left in there up here in my head. But I think when you hear the testimonials of some of these people that get up and speak, there was a scientist who had cancer all over her body. Stage 4, by the way. Oof. She did this, I think it was like 10 straight weeks. There's a meditation every day you have to do. You have to do it. You cannot miss. it's a commitment you have to make. And she cured herself completely.
Wow.
People with all different MS, ALS, all these things are coming forward saying they were cured. Some people took like a year and a half of devoted every day doing this. But you have to also believe.
Yeah.
You have to buy in, as other people say, like Gabby told us, you got to buy in. So I'm fully bought in. I fully believe. I've always known this was possible.
How cool, Maria. Wow.
But I'm putting the focus and the energy behind it. As you know, this is like my year to like do some of this stuff.
Yeah.
And because it can be about me now and I don't have to worry about my mom. So.
And she wants you to focus on your health.
Oh, she's very loudly saying it to any psychic who she can connect with.
Yeah.
So I know she's very happy about it, but I'm really excited because, you know, there's so much possibility and we don't tap into it. And I think that we're capable of so much more. And again, if you realize that your thoughts become things and things become your reality and all of that, so then let's just change our thoughts. And it's all possible, but what you have to do is you got to slow the ride down too. And that's what the meditations do. They bring you into this space where you're present and you're not lamenting about your past. You're not fearing your future. You just are. And that's where you can start to kind of do some of the reprogramming. And I think the meditations he has, and once we can learn more, I hear the sounds going back and forth into each ear, which is a little bit of EMDR, right?
I don't remember. EMDR is, I know Tammy Valicente, but what is it exactly? I'm not.
You can look up the definition right now because I'm never going to be able to explain it properly. But they use sounds or feeling in alternating sides of the brain.
Got it. So it's like
a rapid eye movement.
Yeah, eye movement desensitization. I can't say that word.
Sensitization.
Yep, that. And reprocessing is a form of psychotherapy in which the person being treated is asked to recall distressing images. And the therapist then directs the patient to one type of stimulation, such as a side-to-side eye movement or tapping on either side of the body. Interesting.
It's pretty cool, guys.
Wow.
So I share it with you because I'm on the journey. I'm doing it and I know I'm going to heal myself. And I'm really, really excited about it. And I think that there's plenty of heal squatters out there. Maybe we can get them to send us like an affiliate link where we can give them like a discount or something.
Yeah, I was going to say, what is it called? Like, I wonder if people can still sign up.
Oh, yeah, you can. It's a video course.
Joe Dispenza video.
So
sign me up.
We'll link to it in the summary of this, but we'll also
reach out to them.
If you want, hold for a second and Kelsey can reach out and see if they'll do some kind of thing with us.
I have to tell you too, Maria, it's so funny. I, the other week, got Dr. Nicola Perez. I finally got off the wait list and got into her healer circle.
No way.
I haven't started yet, but I'll keep you guys
an
posted.
Online one?
Mm-hmm. And it's kind of the same thing. It broken down into different courses and videos and meditations. And if you're ever able to jump on a live, usually it's during the day, so it's hard, but she records them all. So I'm excited to dive into that.
I like that.
I know.
She's great.
And it's broken down. Joe's, it sounds more like, it's that one thing. Hers.
Oh, no, he's got a million? Tons of things on his site. Yeah.
But this specific one this is more for like healing ailments.
Honestly, I don't know what else he has to offer. All I know is I was told this one was amazing and I started doing it. And the fact that 3 days in, I'm having such massive changes.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. Here's another weird thing. I would go to bed and I didn't know until now. I didn't know that your tongue could just rest. I thought your tongue was supposed to be glued to the top of your mouth. And
gosh, Maria.
I've clenched and squeezed and been tight.
And then you don't sleep well.
My jaw, all of this is scrunched. Like imagine someone just scrunched everything. That's how I am all the time. The only thing I think that saves me is talking during the day because my tongue has to move up and down. But everything's just so tight. I used to squeeze my fists and have nail marks in my hands because I just was so tense all the time. Now, a lot of that has subsided, but I'm seeing in here such a relief of that. That's really, really important.
That's amazing.
for me. So I'm like, okay, this is kind of cool.
Is it called the formula?
Yeah, I think I said that a couple times today.
Honestly,
Queen.
when you were saying it, I didn't.
Queen, do you listen to me?
I honestly didn't think you were saying that was the title. I thought you were just saying it was a
Well,
formula.
Miss co-host, you saying, what's that, Maria? Is that the name of it?
Well, that's what I just did.
Okay. Hilarious.
Yeah, I honestly thought you were saying it was like a formula, but it's really called the formula. Hilarious.
Yeah, the formula.
How cool. Can I ask you one thing? Your meditations, how do you just tell yourself you have to do them daily? That's it? No ifs, ands, buts?
Now, yeah, there's no negotiating now because it's my health. And so I think it's like, you have to get to that place in your life where you're like, yeah, there's no negotiating. This is my health. This is my life. And I have to make time for it. Because at first when I heard, I was like, oh God, I can't do that every day. I can probably do it a lot of days. I just can't do it every day. But are already seeing results. I'm like, oh yeah, non-negotiable.
Wow.
Non-negotiable, doing it every single day. And I'm going to go to his meditation event. I think there's one in Palm Springs coming up in April. And so I'm going to go to that and really dive deep. But I know I'm going to cure myself completely of this.
And we're here for the journey.
Yeah.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
The formula.
Yeah. So that is, let me see if there's anything else in here.
Yeah. What day are you on?
I'm on video 6. Apparently there's a lot of videos. So I really, on the weekend, I kind of just sat on the couch and just went through them all and
so cool.
Would take like a nap here or there and then, start again. But, I'm going back during the day and I'm sitting and I'm doing the meditation. And I heard they're going to get longer. They're going to get to like an hour.
Wow. Meditations?
Which, I guess for me, the way I'm framing it is it's not a meditation. It's my healing time. So if you knew that there was a chance you could actually be healed, you would do it. Right?
Mindset shift.
That's it. You just find the time. You wake up a little earlier, you do it before you go to bed, you do it in the afternoon, whatever.
Good point.
You just find the time and you do it. And so I'm excited to be the guinea pig for everybody on this squad, because I don't know who else is doing this, but maybe you guys will join me and we'll all do it together. But I think there's no greater gift than you can give yourself than trying to fix your inside world to affect your outside world, right? And as everything we've learned, these ailments come from our accumulated thoughts, our accumulated traumas, our accumulated anger, whatever it is, it's there. So
speaking of anger, you want to hear a great quote that I read today that I was like, Maria needs to talk about? Maybe we'll do this on a Patreon, you guys. It really spoke to me. This is from Glennon Doyle's journal. I have her Untamed journal.
Who's she?
Glennon. I'm like, are you serious?
I'm kidding.
Okay, you ready for this? Anger delivers important information about where one of our boundaries have been crossed. When we answer the door and accept the delivery, we begin to know ourselves better. When we restore the boundary that was violated, we honor ourselves.
I love that.
Right? And so I know you talk about, a lot of us ladies just shove that anger down and ignore everything. So anyways, you said anger and that sparked that in me and I had to read it.
Yeah. I'm just like totally blown away by the fact that my mouth is as calm. I feel like my mouth got drugged.
You've got to tell him this. That's amazing.
Yeah. My whole mouth got drugged. Like it's just
so cool.
Like on morphine or something. Like everything's calm here.
Are you going to try and get Kev to do it? Are you going to try and get Kev to do the course?
He won't.
No, he won't.
No. No. I think he will when he sees my results.
Yeah. There you go.
But I think that it's, it's early. It's only video 4. And by the way, I don't know if this is going to last. This might be 3 days. It might be 4. I know it's going to last, but this is just the first steps that are just like so inspiring me to say, oh, I gotta keep going in. And I keep imagining the dissolving of the tumor. Goodbye, go away. I keep seeing my next. So this is what he talks about And that's what this quote says. Like, you have to feel the wholeness for that healing to occur. You can't wait for the healing to happen. So I'm envisioning that next, appointment with the doctor where he's like, oh my God, poof, it disappeared. Which I had with my thyroid thing. They were like, poof, it disappeared. I was like, oh, cool.
Great.
The nodule's gone. Amazing.
On to the next.
So I keep feeling those feelings. So in one of the meditations, you have to feel all your old patterns and all the things that you think about yourself and say to yourself, like, I'm not good at this, or I'm terrible at that, or this, that, the other thing. And then you replace it with the new thoughts. Like, I am healing, or I start to feel the feelings of being in that doctor's office and hearing that residual piece is gone. And I, poof, gone. And I celebrate. And I envision me being on the show and be like, oh my God, guys, I did it. I did it. So I know that it's going to happen, and I'm excited about it.
I know it is too.
And I've known all along it was going to happen. It just needed to have the moment to be able to get to this place where the right thing came to me at the right time. And that's the other thing is we talk about on the show all the time is the messages come through different messengers. You got to stop and listen, and you got to really pay attention. Because when Marie brought this to me, she told me she had gone to some meditation event. Nothing sounded less interesting to me than a meditation event, right? I was like, oh my God, that's so like not me. I could never do that.
Yeah.
And by the end of it, I'm like, oh, that's so going to be me.
Wow.
I'm so going to do that. And when she was saying how, you have to do it every day, and I'm like, there's just no way. So all the negative speak happened first. And then I just stayed patient. And I just was like, as she described it and talked about her experience and how much it was already helping her, I said, well, I think I have to try this. So I downloaded it, and that was it.
And here we are.
And here we are. My mouth is on morphine.
That's exciting. I mean, I know you're the type of person, you are the person who, when you say something, you will do it. So I'm excited to watch this journey.
Yeah. When I say it, I mean it. And I'm not missing meditations, and I'm not, and I'm going to heal this, and I'm super excited about it. I think that there's good evidence so far that this is going to be an amazing journey, and so I hope you start thinking about it for your journey wherever you are and whatever it is that you need. And meanwhile, we will work hard to see if we can get some kind of discount for our Heal Squad or whatever. We do have some amazing Apple Podcast reviews to share with you guys, or to really shout out and thank, because we live for these. So Marianne from Montreal says, always learning something new. Love Maria and her squad. Her guests are not only amazing, but she always makes sure to ask the right questions for her audience to gain the most insight. This show has gotten me through some long COVID walks. Aw, thanks, Marianne. Steph in Venice. Accessible daily inspiration on so many levels. Love this podcast. So grateful to have found this podcast. Maria and her Heal Squad are such welcome, helpful companions as I work to become a better person, companion, business partner, mentor, mother, daughter. It can all become very overwhelming, and it's so beneficial to hear Maria's tips and listen to the healers, business people, wellness experts in all sorts of fields that she has so carefully curated for us. I typically find several gems in each show that help my day, spiritual journey, business, and mood. I find myself laughing out loud as she and Kevin are super funny and engaging. I also am in desperate need of fashion and beauty tips that Maria provides in such an accessible, every girl way. I can't wait for the website to launch so I can take some of the tutorials. Aww, I love that. And by the way, guys, our website is launching in a couple of days.
Yeah.
I'm having a little heart attack.
No, it's going to be
so
great.
excited. I'm so excited. And I think, Queen, you guys were on the journey before me, and you started all of this. And so if it's extra work and hard, it's all your fault.
It's my fault. No, I'm excited. I'm very
kidding.
excited.
I'm so excited because you know what? You guys started this, and now what's cool is I'm at that place where I want to share more of that stuff. And now I have a place to go share my beauty and fashion tips and all of that. And so
it's the right time.
I think you guys are going to really enjoy it. And so definitely check it out. February 1st, mariamenounos.com. Better Together has its own section in there. So you can see the featured guests for the week. You'll get to see the blogs that are just from the show, where we're really going to try to compress the biggest, most important lessons. Also, we're going to have the 10-minute show launched? Is a 10-minute show going to be in there?
Not in the blogs. The blogs, Pooja takes kind of like.
But
she
where
writes
are
a
the 10-minute shows?
10-minute shows are going on the feed. But
When?
we don't have a date for that.
Okay, so we are going to launch a 10-minute show, but we
Yes.
are going to have the like very quick cliff notes on each of these guests and each of these shows that I think will be really helpful for you. So if you're watching, if you're, listening to this in your car or on your hike and you don't have a pen and paper, we'll try to keep some of the most important lessons in those blogs for you to kind of reread and reference. But then also we'll be launching the 10-minute show soon too.
Yes.
Where it's like the cliff notes. So if you don't want to listen to the whole episode or you listen to the whole episode, now you just want the, affirmation of just the top tips, you'll have that. But we'll have all the lifestyle stuff on my website and some other stuff. I mean, there's some fun things with like my wedding, which we have to load up the new wedding pictures that we got, by the way. And we got to pop those over in the Pinterest. If you haven't followed us on Pinterest, Kelsey's been killing it on Pinterest. Lots of fashion ideas there, lots of glam ideas, but we have to do a whole section on the wedding. So Therese is helping me find the other wedding pictures. Guys, who has a wedding and doesn't have control of their pictures? Only me.
Only you.
We're like chasing photographers it was just like all last minute and it just kind of came together and I just, whatever.
Hilarious.
So my like most important photos I can't find yet.
Great.
Or I have to track down the photographer, but we'll have all the wedding inspo pictures with the platewares and how like it all kind of looked on Pinterest and on the website. And yeah, all the new things that I find, you will be privy to because it's basically like the Ever Girl's Guide to Life Part 2.
Digital version.
The digital version, which Queen Pooja, when we go to my bathroom to shoot the little tutorials on the new makeup remover pad that I'm obsessed with and all of that, there's also the makeup cleaner pad
For the brushes.
For the brushes that we need to share.
Perfect. So
So
we'll shoot
remind me.
a little reel for that too.
Exactly. So anyhow, we're really, really excited and I hope you guys love it. Please let us know what you think, what you want more of, what you think we could do better. Priscilla and her team at Female Forward are working so hard
Forward
on this.
Female.
Forward Female. It's like
I
my
like
steel.
both, though.
It's like my Steel Magnolias thing.
Exactly.
It's Sweet Magnolias on Netflix. I call it Steel Magnolias. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Female Forward.
Forward female.
Fudge. Forward Female.
We'll get it. We'll get there.
It's just more advertising for
Yeah,
them
true.
as I screw it up. Female Forward. Forward Female.
There
Oh my
she
God,
is.
guys, I have a problem.
Think like,
Forward Female.
yeah, there it is.
Forward Female, Forward Female, Forward Female, Forward Female.
Perfect.
Okay. Well, see, because normally when I screw someone's name up, I screw it up for life.
Yeah, it sticks.
It's something that just sticks with my brain. So now I knew I was going to screw it up. And so that's why normally I won't mention her company's name, but then I feel bad that I don't mention her company's name, but then I also am going to feel bad when I screw it up. So it's like a battle in my head. So I normally just say Priscilla,
so funny.
but Forward Female.
Nice.
Perfect. Nailed it.
Anyway, thank you guys for joining us as always. I hope this inspires you maybe to take a course and try it, or to at least start thinking about your thoughts and how you think, how you talk to yourself, and also just maybe start switching up your routines. Don't get up on the same side of the bed. Don't do the same exact routine every day. Shift things. That's a big part of this and changing kind of your environment and the way you do things. So maybe you can start implementing some of those things. I think that's a good step forward, and maybe even just some meditation process like Yoga Nidra, I think has been such a great entree for this too. So anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope this was helpful.
Thank you, Maria.
And in the meantime, don't forget to check out our new website, Monday.
Tuesday.
I can't get anything right.
You're doing great.
February
It's been a long
1st
day.
is Tuesday? Mm-hmm. Oh. Mm-hmm. Okay, Tuesday. And we're gonna have a newsletter that goes out as well, so you'll see that as well. All right, guys. Before I screw up anybody else's name, Squad Heel.
Squad
kidding.
heel.
Heel squad.
Oh my God.
Thank you guys. Be nice people, make good choices, and be present.